If you're over 60 and still eating eggs the same way you did in your 30s or 40s, you could be silently damaging your heart, your brain, and even your blood sugar without knowing it. Eggs are powerful. They're one of nature's most perfect foods. But the truth is, when eaten the wrong way, especially as we age, they can turn from healing to harmful. Today, I'm going to walk you through 7 common egg mistakes that millions of people over 60 make, mistakes that can increase your risk of stroke, inflammation, memory loss, and more. Some of these might shock you. One of them is something I see in almost every older patient I treat. And the good news, every one of them is easy to fix. So let's get started and take control of your health, one egg at a time. Mistake Shang 1. Pairing eggs with processed meats. Let's start with the most common and most dangerous mistake. Pairing your eggs with bacon, sausage, or ham. It's a breakfast classic, but it's also a heart attack waiting to happen. Here's why. Processed meats are packed with saturated fats, nitrates, and excess sodium, a trio that fuels chronic inflammation, stiffens your arteries, and increases your risk of high blood pressure and stroke. Now, add eggs, high in dietary cholesterol, and you're doubling the load on your cardiovascular system. One study published in Circulation followed older adults and found that regular consumption of processed meats increased the risk of heart disease by over 40%. So, what should you eat instead? Try combining eggs with foods that protect your heart, like sautéed spinach, cherry tomatoes, avocado, or even a handful of walnuts on the side. Your arteries will thank you. Mistake number 2 is something I see in kitchens around the world. Overcooking your eggs. Now, I know we all have our preferences. Some people like their eggs fried until they're golden brown, even crispy around the edges. Others scramble them until they're firm and dry, thinking that's the safest or tastiest way. But here's what the science tells us. When you cook eggs at very high temperatures, you're not just changing their texture, you're destroying some of the most valuable nutrients that your body actually needs more of after 60. Take omega-3 fatty acids, for example. These are anti-inflammatory fats that help protect your heart, joints, and brain. They're delicate, and they break down quickly under intense heat. Then there's choline, a key nutrient for memory and nerve function. Most older adults are already low in choline, but overcooking your eggs strips it away. And here's the bigger concern. When eggs are cooked at high heat, like in frying pans over open flames, they form compounds called AGEs, advanced glycation end products. These AGEs may sound technical, but their effects are very real. They create oxidative stress, which ages your blood vessels, damages your skin, and increases the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, Alzheimer's, and type 2 diabetes. So what can you do instead? The answer is simple and delicious. Try soft boiling your eggs for 67 minutes, or gently poach them in hot water. If you prefer scrambled eggs, cook them low and slow with extra virgin olive oil or a touch of avocado oil. This not only protects the nutrients, but also makes your eggs easier to digest, reducing the load on your liver and gut. Remember, after 60, your body becomes more sensitive to inflammation and oxidative stress. The way you cook your food matters just as much as what you eat. Treat your eggs gently, and they'll return the favor. Mistake number 3 is one I hear from patients all the time. I only eat egg whites, Dr. Lee, because I want to avoid cholesterol. Let me be clear. This advice was based on outdated science, and it's doing more harm than good. For years, people were told to fear the yolk because it contains dietary cholesterol, but now we know that dietary cholesterol doesn't have nearly the impact on blood cholesterol that we once thought. In fact, for most people, eating whole eggs does not raise their risk of heart disease. And here's what you're missing when you throw out the yolk. The yolk is where nearly all the nutrients live. It's rich in choline, which supports memory, brain health, and nerve signaling. Lutein and zeaxanthin, powerful antioxidants that protect your eyes from age-related damage like macular degeneration. Vitamin D, which helps maintain strong bones and immune function. omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and support your heart. And most importantly, the yolk works in harmony with the white to deliver complete nutrition. Separating them breaks the natural balance. Here's something most people don't realize. As we age, our ability to absorb and convert nutrients weakens. That means every bite of food needs to work harder for you. And the egg yolk, that's where the real healing power of the egg lives. So unless your doctor has specifically told you to avoid yolks for a medical reason, stop throwing away the best part of the egg. Eat the whole egg. Nature made it complete for a reason. Mistake number 4 is a classic case of too much of a good thing. Eggs are incredibly nutritious. Yes, but eating too many eggs every single day, especially without balancing your meals, can quietly harm your health after 60. Here's why. Your body needs more than just protein and cholesterol. It needs fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats to keep your heart, brain, and gut thriving. If your plate is always stacked with eggs but missing colorful vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats like olive oil or nuts, you could be missing out on key nutrients that reduce inflammation and protect your arteries. Research shows that people who eat a variety of plant-based foods alongside their protein tend to have better cholesterol levels, lower inflammation, and more stable blood sugar. Eating eggs every day isn't inherently bad, but without balance, it can tip the scales. So what's the takeaway? Include eggs as part of a diverse plant-rich diet with leafy greens, peppers, berries, and healthy fats. Think of your plate like a rainbow. The more colors, the better your body feels. Mistake number 5 is one of the most overlooked, but critically important: ignoring where your eggs come from. When it comes to your health after 60, the source of your eggs matters more than you might think. Let me explain. Eggs from cage-free pasture-raised hens are dramatically different from those from conventional factory farms. Why? Because the hen's diet and living conditions directly impact the nutrient profile of the eggs they produce. Pasture-raised hens roam freely, eating a natural diet rich in grasses, insects, and seeds. This means their eggs contain higher amounts of omega-3 fatty acids, known to reduce inflammation and protect your heart and brain. Vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that supports your immune system and protects cells from damage. Beta-carotene, which converts to vitamin A, critical for vision and skin health. Vitamin D, often deficient in older adults, crucial for bone strength and immune health. In contrast, factory-farmed hens live in cramped cages and are fed processed grains, often loaded with genetically modified ingredients and antibiotics. This affects the egg's quality. Their omega-3 levels are lower, they contain fewer antioxidants, and they may even carry residues of antibiotics or pesticides. Why does this matter more as you age? Because after 60, your body becomes more sensitive to toxins and less efficient at detoxifying. Low-grade inflammation, caused in part by environmental toxins and poor diet, accelerates aging and contributes to diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and even dementia. Eating eggs from poor quality sources could unknowingly expose you to these harmful substances and increase your risk. Now, I know pasture-raised eggs cost more, but think of it as an investment in your health and longevity. Paying a little more now can save you from costly health problems later. Here's my recommendation. Look for labels that say organic, pasture-raised, or free-range. Ask your local farmer where their hens live and what they eat. And if you can, buy from trusted local sources where you can see the conditions for yourself. In short, the better the hen's life, the better the egg, and the better your health. Mistake number 6 is one I see too often, especially among older adults who are worried about cholesterol and heart health. Avoiding eggs completely out of fear. For decades, eggs were blamed for raising cholesterol and increasing the risk of heart disease. As a result, many people over 60 simply stopped eating eggs altogether. But here's what the latest science tells us. Moderate egg consumption is safe for most people, even those with heart concerns, and can be incredibly beneficial. Eggs provide high-quality protein, which is vital to help prevent muscle loss, a common problem as we age called sarcopenia. They also supply key nutrients like choline, which supports memory and brain function, and vitamin D, essential for bone health. In fact, studies show that eating up to 1 egg per day doesn't increase your risk of heart disease and may actually improve your HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol. Now, I always recommend speaking with your healthcare provider if you have specific health conditions. But for most older adults, there's no need to fear eggs. Instead, focus on how you prepare them and what you eat alongside them. Don't let fear stop you from enjoying this nutrient-dense food that can be a powerful part of your longevity diet. Mistake number 7 is one that flies under the radar for many people. Eating eggs late at night. Maybe you enjoy a late-night snack or a heavy dinner that includes eggs, whether it's an omelet, egg curry, or a hearty breakfast for dinner plate. But here's the problem. As we age, our metabolism slows down and our digestive system becomes less efficient. Eating protein-rich and fatty foods like eggs late in the evening can lead to several issues. First, it can cause indigestion and acid reflux, that uncomfortable burning sensation that disrupts sleep and damages your esophagus over time. Second, eating a heavy meal before bed can spike your blood sugar and insulin levels overnight. This spike isn't just a number on a chart. It has real effects on your body. Elevated nighttime blood sugar is linked to poor sleep quality, which reduces your body's ability to repair and regenerate. Why is sleep so important? Because good quality sleep is essential for memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and immune health. It also helps control inflammation, a key driver of almost every chronic disease. When your sleep suffers, so does your brain function, mood, and overall longevity. So what's the best approach? Try to schedule your egg meals earlier in the day. Breakfast or lunch is ideal. This way, your body has the time and energy to properly digest and use those nutrients. If you really want eggs at night, keep the portions small. Avoid fried or heavy preparations and pair them with light vegetables rather than starchy or processed sides. It's a small habit change that can profoundly improve your sleep and long-term health. Now let's quickly review the 7 egg mistakes that can quietly harm your health after 60. Pairing eggs with processed meats, adding harmful saturated fats and sodium that damage your heart, overcooking your eggs, destroying delicate nutrients and creating inflammatory compounds, skipping the yolk, losing vital brain and eye nutrients that help keep you sharp, eating too many eggs without balancing your meals, missing out on antioxidants and fiber your body needs, ignoring the source of your eggs, choosing low-quality eggs that may contain toxins, avoiding eggs completely out of fear, missing out on their muscle-preserving and brain-supporting benefits, eating eggs late at night, disrupting digestion, blood sugar, and sleep quality. Eggs can be one of your most powerful allies in aging well, but only when eaten the right way. By avoiding these mistakes, you'll support your heart, brain, energy levels, and even your mood and memory for many years to come. Your health is your most precious asset. Small food choices, like how you prepare and eat eggs, can add up to big impacts over time. If this video has helped you, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends or family who might benefit, and subscribe for more science-backed health insights. Thank you for watching.